Luxury is not about money. It's about mindset, intention, and how you choose to live your everyday life. If you're new here, my name is Mariela, and I got laid off from my job of 6 years at the end of March. And I've been kind of mentioning that over on YouTube Shorts, just in case you've missed it. So I've been practicing on romanticizing my life and making it luxurious on little to no money at all. So I want to share with you some of the things that I've been doing lately to romanticize my life when I'm on a budget. Number one is romanticize the little moments. Instead of defaulting to takeout and fast food, I've been making all my meals at home. That's not the luxurious part. The luxurious part is when I light up my candles while I'm having dinner, using a cloth napkin instead of regular napkins. Just setting the mood and ambiance while I'm eating dinner adds another level of luxurious during my dinners. The key is to eating your meals at home, but making it a little bit fancy, setting the mood, having an ambiance that makes it feel fancy and nice. Speaking of meals at home, especially during dinner, I like to drink water out of my wine glass or sparkling water. Maybe you can do like infused water, just to make it nice and fancy. Especially having infused water, it's like you're at a nice restaurant. So again, just really simple, minor things that have made a big difference. The next is to declutter your space. I am a big proponent of decluttering. I started decluttering my life back in 2018, and it's literally changed my life. Less visual noise creates more calm. And if you've been decluttering at all in your life, you know what I'm talking about. Another thing besides decluttering is investing in small things that is going to elevate your space. For example, I love having matching hangers. I have velvet hangers, and I feel like that adds an extra level of fanciness to my closet and wardrobe, because having mismatched hangers and the plastic ones and all those things just made my closet look so chaotic and messy, and just making a simple swap with just the hangers made such a big transformation in my closet. Switching to something as simple as velvet hangers doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I know that Costco has like a big box for a really good price. Also, you can check your local Dollar Tree. I've seen velvet hangers there as well. So a little tip for you to elevate your space on a budget. The next is to wear things that make you feel good now. Something that I've been loving is a matching set. And I used to say all the time that getting matching sets was not my thing. It was a waste of money. It was just too trendy, but I caved in. I have a satin pajama set, which is my absolute favorite. So comfortable, and I feel so fancy and rich. It makes me feel really good. I also like having matching sets because that means that I have less decision making to make when I'm trying to figure out what to wear. I already know at the back of my mind that it's something super easy that I can grab and throw on when I'm too tired or don't want to make any decisions. Practice delayed gratification. Luxury is also patience, and in this day and age, we like to move really fast, and really I feel like a lot of our patience has shrunk over the years, but practicing delayed gratification can help you so much, especially when you're thinking about impulse buying. There's a lot of different rules out there on how to practice delayed gratification. I like to wait like 48 hours and then see if it's something that I actually need, or sometimes I'll leave things in my cart and just have it sitting there. I don't press any buttons, and 9 times out of 10, I forget about the things that are sitting in my cart and they just expire. So practicing delayed gratification can help you so much with impulse buying. And you just have to remember that whatever it was, you probably didn't need, and you already have what you need at home. Another thing that I've been doing is just adding more greenery to my space. So I already have a bunch of indoor plants that I've had for years that I've just been taking care of. We've also been working on our little yard, which is so exciting. Finally, after a year of being here, we're starting the process of making it look nice and pretty out there, and we're doing all this on a budget. Tiny little upgrades like this can make your everyday feel a little extra special. Use what you already have, but use it more beautifully. What I mean by this is that you can rearrange your furniture, move your decor around, restyle the outfits that you already have in your closet. It's so surprising how things can feel different in your space when you rearrange and move things around a little bit. And even just having outfits that you already own and just restyling them a little bit differently can make it look like or feel like you have something new. You don't need to go to Target, Home Goods, IKEA, or any stores to elevate your space or your wardrobe. When you make little minor changes in your home and your closet, it's really surprising how things can feel very new without spending any money. And something that doesn't maybe scream luxury, but is definitely helpful, is being mindful of what you're consuming online. Most of the time, we are watching videos on our phones that have super unrealistic lifestyles. Like recently, when Coachella was going on, I'm sure a bunch of people saw all these crazy videos of people having so much fun and just creating that sense of FOMO, when in reality, these people that go to these events are either getting paid to go there or are attending for free, when realistically, for normal people like you and I would have to spend thousands of dollars to go to an event like Coachella. Or maybe you're also one of those people that have always ads being shown on their phone trying to get you to spend money on things that you don't need. And it's really true that whatever you're watching online can make you feel some type of way. It can almost make you feel like you're less than. So try to curate what you're watching online so your life feels enough as it currently is and that you're not chasing whatever social media is telling you that you need. And my favorite tip of all is financial peace is my favorite type of luxury. Being intentional with money, avoiding debt, and just being in control of your finances creates a kind of freedom that nothing can buy. So those are my top tips on how I'm romanticizing my life with little to no money at all. If any of these resonated with you, let me know in the comments, or if there's anything else that I'm missing on this list, please share in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.